Hello, this is Jessica Mckay with your Spirit Guide reading for September. I'm using Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler Oracle deck for this reading because my sense this month is that we're very much on a journey. And this feels to me like an inner journey of transformation. So if you have noticed lately that it feels like you're not in control over how you are changing inside, that is normal. I've been hearing that from a lot of different people. And my sense is that we're all on a journey of inner transformation because we're being set up for things to come, our lives to come in the next year, in the next few years. So this is a very good time to start to put down roots and feel grounded in the new energy that you're feeling, the newness of you. Parts of you, it may feel like you're letting go of parts of you without even having control over that. But parts of you that no longer serve you, that no longer resonate, old relationships, old stories, things that you thought were going to define you for a lifetime are starting to let go. And that can be either very, very exciting or very, very scary, depending on how you choose to look at it. I want to see it as exciting. So with that said, let's go and see what messages you get. Go ahead and connect with yourself, with spirit guides, and just ask which message is most appropriate for me today. Message number 1, number 2, or number 3. And of course, you can be drawn to more than one. So let's shuffle. So if you were drawn to message number 1, the card that comes up for you is called Overcoming Obstacles. And it says you can overcome anything. So I love the wording there, anything. That means absolutely anything that has stood in your way. And I'm feeling particularly about things that have felt like they've always been there. Obstacles, fears, patterns that you've repeated that have always felt like they were there, and there was no way that you were going to be able to see your way through those. All of a sudden, now in this time, in this energy, the month of September, it feels like you start seeing a way forward. And this is something that just opens up for you, where suddenly that old pattern doesn't have a hold on you anymore. My sense with this, when I feel into the message, it feels like family. It feels like setting boundaries in a different way, in a new way, honoring where you really need to go. So it feels like in the past, if you ever got caught up with feeling like you had a goal that you wanted to achieve, but other people's needs got in the way, other people's expectations of you got in the way, and you couldn't find a way out of that. You just felt like you had too many responsibilities and you couldn't move forward. This is an example of what I'm talking about. I also get with this that there's a creative energy to it. So any obstacles that you've felt about writing a book or creating that project, it feels like now you're able to see the way to finally do that. If you were afraid to put yourself out there, that fear is not going to stop you anymore. So this is all about letting go of things that are not going to stop you anymore. And my sense is that this is effortless. This is already happening on its own. So there's nothing you have to do here except recognize, kind of wake up a little bit and recognize that you now have resources that you didn't have before. You have a way forward that you didn't have before. So think about the deepest challenges in your life and think about how you would solve them now. If they were happening to another person, what advice would you give them? Because my sense is that you now have an answer that you didn't have before. So I have so much faith in you to be able to move forward. So that is message number 1. And if you were drawn to message number 2, the card that comes up is Wondrous Universe. And it says, walk in beauty. So my sense of this is that there are all these stars and planets, and the stars and planets are also on this person's garment that he's wearing. And so I'm getting the message, as above, so below. Everything that's wondrous and magical that you see in the universe is inside of you. Everything that you feel that you don't have, in some ways, you have the capacity to experience. So if this is about abundance or something that you look outside of yourself and you see and you wish you had, maybe there's someone in your life who you always envied because they had the ability to do something that was hard for you. The message I'm getting is that you have that capacity too. And it's all about recognizing it, about seeing it in yourself. So when you recognize that someone is talented or that they're beautiful, it's because that quality is within you. You wouldn't recognize it if it wasn't within you. So as above, so below. As without, so within. You have the capacity to really experience anything that you desire to experience while you're here. So what aspects of yourself do you most want to experience? Is it beauty? Is it compassion, your loving, kind nature? Is it your creativity? What is it that you would really love to express and experience? And then you can be that thing, become that thing in the world. I also feel like this, he has his hands like this and he's looking up, and my sense is that this is also about recognizing your connection to source, your connection to spirit, being able to receive messages and tap into the knowledge and the wisdom that you already have. You have the wisdom of the universe, of the divine inside you already. And when you take time to connect with nature, to walk in beauty, as this card says, you connect with that source of you, that part of you that is nature, that is the stars and the planets and the universe. You get to connect with that. So you're really kind of like a walking miracle. So this month, it's about recognizing that, recognizing how amazing, how miraculous it is that you're here, and just having appreciation for yourself. I'm getting that message very strongly. Appreciate yourself this month and all months. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate all the challenges that you've overcome. Appreciate your strengths and even your vulnerabilities. Be kind to yourself. Really, you've done so much in this lifetime. You've been through so much. Take a moment to really acknowledge yourself for that. So that's the message I'm getting for number 2. And if you were drawn to message number 3, the card that comes up is grounding. And it says, go deep, explore your roots. So this is going to be a very foundational month for you, where you're laying the foundation for what it is that you really want the next time space, the next few years to be on the planet. What do you really want? So this is about really taking time to get quiet, to take the next few weeks and think about what it is that you want to express moving forward. Grounding is about letting yourself feel safe, letting yourself feel that you have the time, almost like you're in the womb again, but that you have the time to figure things out, to make lists. I see you making lots of to-do lists, but even not so much to do, but desire lists. foundational lists for how you want your life to look. And I'm also feeling that there needs to be, in this exploration, there needs to be a lot of quiet for you, a lot of rest, and a lot of not thinking about what you want to do, but about letting yourself just be, letting yourself meditate. If you need to watch a movie and just get your mind off of things, do that. So let yourself rest this month. I feel like this month is almost this incubational period for you, where even if you're not focused on your goals and what you're creating, you're still putting your roots down in a new way. So my sense is that things may have felt not so steady for you in the last few months. They may have felt really turbulent or not solid. And so this is your time to start to feel solid with the new you. All the stuff that you've let go of, this is your time to get used to yourself, to be curious about who you are now. Who are you now? Not who are you 20 years ago or who were you yesterday or last week, but who are you today? What is it that's moving in you today? That is what needs to have the roots. That's what I'm feeling needs to have a foundation under it. So, who are you today? What do you want moving forward as who you are now? So my sense is that you've let go of a lot of really heavy influences, heavy energies, and now you're in a place where you get to create. But I'm hearing that you can take your time. Take this whole month and just rest, rejuvenate yourself, and explore. Who are you now? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Even those small things. What is it now that you really connect with? And then start moving toward that in your planning of how you want to show up. So those are the messages for the month. I hope that you found them helpful. If you did, please let me know. And I'll see you again